This is just a piece of insulation foam. And so you can buy this at the hardware store. It comes in 4x8 sheets. Easy to cut one way. I don't know if you can see, but there are striations in this. So it's really easy to use an X-Acto knife and score it and then pop it off. A little harder to cut perpendicular to that grain. It still works, but it is a little harder. So what I did was I took my 8.5 by 11 craft foam, cut or drew around the edge so that I know that's going to be the size each time. And then I have these strips, I think I cut them into an inch, taped them in the corner so that they could flip down around it. And then I taped the corners. I did link this, I think, to the work PDF, this tape. Okay. I don't even know what it's used for. It's just a double stick kind of thick tape. I have a faint Sharpie line that I can kind of see. And another thing I've recently discovered is that if I put the double stick tape a little off the edge of that Sharpie line, then when I flip it over, that's what's going to stick the cottle board down. So, and it seals the plaster from spilling out. So we just keep discovering easy ways to keep that plaster in. And the ultimate goal is we're building a frame to hold liquid with the fabric texture on the bottom so that we can make a plaster slab. So that's where my Sharpie line is, and I'm just going to go a little bit off. I'm going to stick the sticky tape down, and I'm going to make a frame around to fit my 8.5 by 11. Okay, so I've also had workshops where people stick it like this, but what we want is the sticky side up, okay? And actually, this one has some wrinkles in it, which means that the foam itself is going to have some wrinkles. So, and some of them come and they have like a little staple in them, and that's annoying sometimes. So, foam side, we're going to stick it. Actually, and I'll put 2 corners up so that I can line it up. There we go. All right, so that looks good. Now, once it's stuck down, this is when I'm going to peel off the sticky part. I would also recommend, maybe you have a bunch of fabric that you want to try this with, stick them all down at once, and then you can have like a test mold. Because the first one you make is probably not going to work. Like, not work in terms of, like, you're going to learn from that. And so we all have to sign up for the potential for failure. And so why not do it with, make the whole thing a test. Controversial, I know. Okay. So this is where I can start to place. I kind of cut it ahead of time, but you can kind of stretch it to fit. So that part's stuck, and now I'm going to fold it down. And then, so I tapped it down here. Now I'm going to come to the middle, kind of open that up. These are my non-sticky scissors, the fabric scissors. And then now I'm going to stick it down, and it's going to stick onto that double stick too. Isn't that cool? I don't have to seal that edge now.
That's awesome.
I mean, you definitely have to make sure it's stuck, but so then this corner comes in. There we go. And then this one. So to do the corner, I'm going to fold the tape in half, place it here. I don't know. Maybe. Here we go. So I have one side, and then I'm going to push down so that corner is sealed. And that seals the corner